Hello everyone, I'm Harold Harbin. Today I will be talking about how we listen. With that said, let's get to it. Listening serves as a better understanding and literal view of how one can better the speaker's objective and the main topic they execute throughout his or her speech. Learning can take scope through many different techniques made by various modules, the most popular being the VARK module, which breaks down learning ability into 4 different categories of learning: visual, auditory, reading, writing, and kinetic or tactile learning. For this purpose, we're going to focus our point around auditory learners. Auditory learning is the style in which a person can learn by listening. Someone who uses auditory listening as their dominant sense uses different learning techniques than those who fit under the other 3 categories. These techniques can often give the learner a higher advantage in the classroom environment if those techniques are used appropriately. How many of us have walked into a brand new classroom and decided to sit in the back? Why? Was it to hang out with the cool people? To not be in the line of fire from the teacher who spits when getting worked up in their lecture? Whatever the reasons are, I know I have. And when I compare the contrast, the pros, the cons of sitting in the back of a classroom to taking the open seat in front of the classroom, I can't help but notice the difference in the outcome of my grade. When sitting in the back, distractions were often hard to ignore. The voice of the teacher often drowned out by the noisy air conditioning or the simultaneous laughter of people around me. When deciding to sit as close as I could in the classroom, the clarity of the lecture was instant. Just being able to hear the difference in the teacher's tone or the voice made the dull lecture into somewhat interesting speech. Being able to clearly understand the information being sent to you is vital for learning. The importance of retaining information can open up minds, making it easier to retain information by being interested in the subject, creating their own opinion. The study habits of someone who is an auditory learner can project the person into a higher advantage. First is awareness. The learner has to be aware that the dominant learning habit is that of the auditory learner. Once that is established, the learner can utilize many different learning tactics that will help emboss the information given to them. Some of these techniques include tape class lectures, ask questions in class, and reread aloud lecture notes, because oral and hearing tactics are so close together. This is an effective learning task that auditory learners can use to encompass the materials given to them. These are some techniques that learners can use to help increase their grade and productivity in learning the material given to them. Many studies have been done in order to calculate the most effective way to learn. These studies, many different modules, have been created in order to decipher many different ways a person can learn. The module most often used, as suggested earlier, is VARK's module. Through this, learning can be broken down into 4 different categories, and out of those 4, about 30% of Americans surveyed are auditory learners, making it important for those who are to utilize the proper tools and techniques used in order to learn as efficient as possible. Hearing is a vital part of day-to-day life. It is like another set of eyes to detect things that might not be obvious through sight. The ability to learn and retain information through hearing can give us a more literal and subjective role in understanding and retaining information given by the source. Thank you.